very well in the early game.
Yep.
Did get punished a lot in the later stages, but we've got like lots of master tier heroes, right? You can tell Team Ball just like, this is my favorite hero. It looks pretty decent this game. Let's pick it. The Rubik, that Storm, as well as the Juggernaut in that last pick. Yeah, you can see that they're definitely going to run into some damage issues in their draft, but I'm curious to see what Pablo's going to be able to do on the Rubik. We've been seeing this hero not have much success when it does get picked up a lot of times. Same thing for Centaur. So I'm looking to see what these two are going to make happen. And if Pablo's going to be able to steal anything, like he's got Roar and he's got Reaper are probably the two most valuable ones that are the easiest, quote unquote, to steal, but it's pretty tough to get those spells. They're usually covered pretty quickly. And I'm really looking to see like if he's able to even get any of those. And the biggest thing really for Bald that I'm looking for is not even just like anything about like their heroes. It's just about getting to the backline, right? That last game, I just watched this Pugno just free cast just the entirety of the game. So I want to see them be able to jump into the back a little bit better.
Yeah, and I guess that is one thing they could do a bit better with sort of having the IO for positioning, Stampede, and also just having a hero like Jug that's able to get in and you know, to help deal with the ward.
Yeah, and just having a real initiator. The last game they just had, like, Storm was their main initiation. That was it. Like, they had the Venge as the offlaner, who's, you can swap to initiate, but you're not going to, like, swap and find a Pugna. That's never going to happen. Now they at least they'll have Centaur, they'll have Storm, multiple different ways to perhaps get on this Pugna. And we're seeing lane swaps and lane shenanigans going on.
All right, well, what's the reasoning for this? Who's trying to dodge what?
I feel like they just don't want to have this like IO Jug into this Beastmaster kind of thing, and they're just going to keep swapping around. They're just running an aggro tri-lane here to set up Pablo for success. And it's going to give the Centaur a better matchup too, as I see this hero just really struggle most of the times in lane, even into something like a Wraith King. So, okay. I think Team Bald's going to be pretty happy that they get this little slight advantage at the start here with Gork getting what should be all 4 last hits at the start.
See top. How much Stamanen can do against this tri-lane. Never really the most fun sort of situations to play in the lane as a clock. Having 3 heroes able to tank up the battery assault anytime you try and run at them.
Yep. Sorry if I was a little booming there. My little, what is this thing called? The fluffy thing on the mic fell off, so I must have been very loud for everybody.
The technical term is fluffy thing on the mic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gork spins. He gets the boar. Very nice.
So with the lanes as is, you would imagine this is Team Bold being happy with the setup, or?
No, because Alliance, they swapped it up.
So okay.
I think that they're still happy.
But Team Bold's not going to waste time matching the swap.
No.
They'll just take it as it is.
Yep. They'll probably end up moving one of the heroes out of the tri-lane top, but they're going to get really good farm on the Jug. Mid matchup, we know that Alliance, we know this Necrophos matchup versus the Storm usually goes that Necro favor, unless Weehaw steps up too aggressive again and gets pulled under tower.
He won't be doing that again, though.
No, I don't think so. So yeah, I think Alliance is happy. But like we said, I don't think Team Bald is upset because the Jug is still going to be getting that free farm in lane, and they will be able to perhaps kill another boar. Oh, it was close. But they didn't block the pull, which is really interesting. When you're running a tri-lane, you really want to emphasize blocking pull. I mean, like, even just body blocking. I know the sentry's there from Stoneman, but he's going to get the pull back, and they're going to be able to get good experience over here. So a bit surprised that Team Ball didn't emphasize blocking it a bit more.
And then so down at the bottom, I mean, is Radix much of a threat here, or should he? You know, how likely is it that Alliance can look to kill him when he's on his own?
If it pushes up, like, you have so much chase potential, so he still does have to be a bit careful how far he does step up, but should be relatively safe, especially because he can get TP rotations from one of the supports to help him out. But he won't get, like, he's not going to farm very well whatsoever, but I think he's going to get a bit of better farm than the Beastmaster does. And Weehaw is playing it. He's playing it more, like, much safer in the mid lane. He's getting much better advantage this time around too. Just controlling the wave better versus the Storm this time around. Not wanting to make that same mistake. And they're even denying the bounty rune there. So Excalibur goes to get his safe bounty, but the Pugna had already checked it.
We'll see. Well, top.
If they get the kill here on Pablo.
Oh, he's in the cogs.
The heal though.
Alexion keeping Pablo safe.
Yeah, he's got the salve running on himself. And oh!
That's both of them. Oh, that's
a big one.
Oh, that is a very big one. The Helm of Iron will rush. When you go for that rush and you're not able to make the delivery, that's going to feel very bad for Symmetrical.
And I mean, Radix is just getting. He gets his Ring of Health delivered, and he actually gets like 9 free last hits. I think some were skeletons, but
Yeah, he's farming great down
He's
there.
farming really well down there now. We are seeing Aramis moving around a bit, though, checking the runes to just apply even more pressure on Excalibur. He's got no way to fill up. So this time around, they're really trying to shut down this storm, and it's working already. Denying away a bounty, denying away a water rune, and even now taking away another one. He's going to have to go base. This is huge this time around. Weehaw near level 6 already.
Yeah, I guess this is what we all was going for last game.
Yeah. And now that the lanes actually have played out this way, I feel like Alliance is actually in a pretty decent advantage, because with this Pugna doesn't have to play bottom. He's able to take those runes away from the storm, and Necrophos doesn't need runes, so this is great moves.
Try with the grab. Telekinesis up to Weehaw. Trying to block him off, but he's back up to full HP with the 1 charges, and he's got Shtaman and Aramis ready to help out. Cogs are down, and Team Bolt won't be able to do much more. Again, they've got to be careful with these blasts coming out from Aramis, how close they get. Pablo nearly dying. As Team Bold will not be able to punish Alliance for their aggression around the tier 1 tower.
Got him. Radix, he stepped up a bit far. Does have mana for stun, though. So will survive. But man, 38 last hits on him. He's almost got his Vanguard.
Yeah, he's top CS.
That's actually
a centaur.
Really impressive that he's able to do that. He's been left alone because Aramis was moving, so that's the benefit of it. And he's level 6, so Stampede will be up when he's got the mana for it.
Nice, and he got the money for the Vanguard.
Yep. That's huge. Wow. Did not expect him to have that much farm. A bunch are skeletons, though. Just do have to point that out.
Sure.
Gork up to level 5. And now the tri-lane has broken. They're playing the IO around the storm, since they're really emphasizing shutting down the storm on the side of Alliance. Again, double-checking the runes, just really making sure that Storm doesn't get it. And yeah, Invis will spawn top. Yeah, look at that. Vanguard done. So he's going to be able to hold his own versus this Wraith King even more than he already has.
Yeah, he's invincible down there, it feels, unless any sort of rotation comes in.
But at the same time, too, Nico Baby is getting full free farm down there, and it's solo experience. So it's going to be a Wraith King that's quite high level compared to the usual. Already 6 at that 6-minute mark.
Now, they've got their eyes around mid. And again, Team Bold.
Got the Siege did end up dying early on there in Alliance, but they probably will be able to just force this tower pressure. Might be able to just get it down fully, too.
Yeah, very hard. Almost impossible to go on Weehaw with these heroes with that quick hood timing that he's got this game as a Necrophos. You can't make a move onto this mid.
And the supports don't have much damage at all.
No.
It's a Rubik IO support.
No.
I didn't touch upon this too much, but this is 2 of my least favorite actually support duos, because they just... It's really lackluster what you're going to be providing inside of fights. Unless you get a godly steal on Rubik, you're really just playing playing with your teammates entirely. You don't really contribute a lot. So, and it's been a 3v3, it looks like, in the mid lane for quite some time. So 1v1 in the side lanes, 3v3 mid. So all those solo heroes are going to be really high level. And the Beastmaster is falling. He's actually quite behind. Losing that helm really hurt him.
I mean, that slowed down his presence in the lane massively. And this stage with Gorg having the farm that he has, you don't want to come close to this jug. So Gorg starting to, with this focus around mid, getting the solo XP. Likewise as down bottom. They'll try and start things onto Weehaw.
Ooh, does survive.
They do get the pullback, and they've got the Gorg's come in with the Blade Fury. And that will be the extra bit of damage required to get the kill. Good rotation from Gorg.
First blood. Almost 8 minutes in. Quite of a late one here. And they will be able to secure a rune maybe for the Storm for once. Excalibur. A haste rune does spawn top with all those rotations.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, he's going to be going for the Radiance.
All right, the Radiance build here.
Bit of a throwback.
Do you like this? Is it time to sort of bring that back on heroes like the Wraith King?
Unsure, really. I'm a huge fan of this Armlet Deso build normally, but Nico Baby, he really likes Radiance.
He always has,
he's always just gone for the Radiance, so he always tends to go for the greedier type of build for his team.
Oh, in the mid.
Tower.
Aramis hiding in the trees. Trying to set something up with the ward down, but TPs are coming in. And Excalibur's able to run circles around him with a haste rune. They'll take him out. But the tower will go down. So Alliance will get that objective nice and early.
Radix is huge. Continues to get this farm. Level 9 on the Centaur.
Yeah, but
It's a lot of skeletons he's gotten kills. He just stands
Yeah?
there and the retaliate kills him, so.
and it's going to be interesting to see what he's able to do as a Centaur, because it's just not a hero we're seeing a lot of teams favor, right?
No, and he is playing into Necro, so it's like a clear Reaper target a lot of the time that he's able just going to be able to explode down. But that does mean that they'll have to throw a Reaper perhaps onto him, since he is so tanky. He's actually going to have a Hood and a Vanguard. He's just going full tank.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, it's cool how these lanes played out. That aggro tri-lane, there's a trade-off, right? It's like, cool, we have a really farmed Centaur, but they also have a really farmed Wraith King themselves. So,
Alliance beginning to build up the pressure on this bottom lane. They want the tower, and ideally they want Radix as well. They're going to try.
they stack the stuns a little bit, but with Weehaw here, let's see, the damage, it's there.
That'll do it. They get the kill. Get the objective as well. With Radix off the map, no chance the Team Bold's going to want to form a defense around this tower. The push from Alliance will get the tower.
Yeah, even though you're so tanky, you're playing into Necrophos. And even the Pugna, right? The Decrep comes in, so that extra amp that comes out will be able to let you set up for those kills. So 3-1, it's a quiet one.
It is.
But it's pretty important kills that are coming out.
Gorg, Perseverance away from the Battle Fury. Yeah, it's very sort of classic stuff. It'll be interesting to see how these carries scale against each other. The Battle Fury Jug against the Radiance Wraith King.
And it looks like it's going to be same item build for Weehaw. I feel like he's done this almost every game he's played the Necrophos. It's just like Hood into Yules into Aghanims. So he does really like to go for that build up. Probably going to be same exact thing this time around too. It's going to be a really early relic also. It's just going to be really early item times across the board because of this like 3v3
look
in mid.
at the farm of the two carries there on the network.
Yep.
It's pretty much, yeah, it's only a creep in it really between the two of them.
And I see some stacks on one side, and I see no stacks on the other. So Team Bald, they are looking to enable that Jug Battle Fury once he does get it. I think a triple stack at Hard Camp, a double stack at Ancients.
Oh, that's going to be pretty nice because, I mean, Alliance with their heroes, not really a lineup that's going to be moving into the triangle anytime soon, right?
They could because they have Hawk,
I guess
right?
around Weehaw with how beefy he is.
And if they have Vision around with a Hawk, then they might be able to just like sneak up there, but...
We'll see if they are able to sort of coordinate that before the stacks get cleared.
It'll have to be a 4-man unit, though, that does go for it.
Yeah.
Because Nico Baby not going to want to get involved until he has the Radiance. Ooh, smoke. It was caught. It was seen right away. Pablo trying to get a different spell, just continues to get a useless one, the Ghost Shroud. Wants to get any type of nuke in particular. As we mentioned, there might be some damage issues for Team Bald in some situations if he doesn't get a good spell. And they're just camping the Haste Rune bottom. Keeping the Beastmaster smoked around it too, probably hoping for like a zip-in from Excalibur.
And there we go. So Battle Fury, 12 minutes in. About a minute faster than was achieved by Nico Baby last game. And you know, that was already a great timing. So some very fast stuff here from both carries this game. Gorg's going to be able to start cleaning up the Ancients.
And Pablo finally does get a spell steal. Stomanen standing under vision, one that was placed very early on from Team Bald with that Jug pushing forward so early. And yeah, look at these Ancients. Of course, as you mentioned, Gork, still just dead. It's just dead even on the Wraith King though.
It's so close, yeah.
It's the Skeletons are farming one jungle while Jug is farming stacks on the other side.
So what's sort of the progress you expect to see from Nico Baby after the Radiance? Do you go sort of Radiance into the BKB? Do you go for back for the Blink, some sort of initiation? How do you build up from a Radiance?
I mean, in the past, it's been like that Blink Dagger, but not too sure because I haven't seen this build up much. I think I'd like the Blink because otherwise you're fully relying on Beast and Clock.
They're going to try and gank Nico Baby.
Let's see.
Coming in with the relocate. TPs are coming out. Nico Baby's already out to safety. Oh, they still actually get the zip in. Oh, big Blade Fury in.
Weehaw.
Two are just straight up dead. Weeha's able to heal up back to full. They'll turn with the Roar and the Scythe down onto Excalibur. They brought out the Storm. The rest of them trying to escape. Pablo. Oh, he's not going to make it away. Battery Assault catches him in the trees. Alliance, they'll take down the two of them. They couldn't quite get themselves on top of Nico Baby in time. And even if they did a little quicker, yeah, he had that reincarnation. So coming back for a second life, as close to the tower as he was, it was already going to be very hard for Team Bold to try and push for more.
And again, it's the same thing. You know, Excalibur has to... It's the same exact thing as that last game. He's going to just die every time the Reaper Scythe is hype. If he just commits like that, there's an overwhelming amount of damage and follow-up that they have.
Yeah. Well, it was in these fights, We Are just saves it from every time.
I would imagine so, yeah. I think without Radix having Blink Dagger, it's really tough to make those plays, and he's gonna have it soon. You know, having that Storm as your only initiator kind of puts Excalibur into a weird position where he has to try to go for the zip forwards and catch somebody there.
There we go. 14-minute Radiance for Nico, baby.
That is incredibly early. He looks like he's going for just his own build rather than going for any initiation, just Sange. Okay.
On Pablo, on his own down here.
He is far up. He's a pretty free kill.
Well, he'll throw back. We Are. Trees he goes, but the hook shot will find him. And indeed, no struggle there for Alliance as they take him down.
But Blink is done on Radix, so now he can look for his own setup. Top, perhaps gonna get the catch.
They do. Able to get him with the stomp. Stop Aramis from TPing away.
Pretty dead even, as we've seen from the last game too. Both teams doing very similar movements. 5-4, only 1K lead for Team Bald right now.
I mean, do either of these sides need to force it more than the other? Would you sort of put either of these lineups on a bit more of a timer?
It does feel like Team Bald is on a little bit more of that timer, just because of how like the farming that the Wraith King's going to be getting, and he has Beastmaster at his side. You know, they always have this BKB piercing roar versus the Juggernaut that's going to cause problems.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
On bottom lane, symmetrical. Pushing up to the tier 2. TPs will come in.
They need to address that. The Dark Troll Summoner, those pushes, Radix immediately makes his way down. Otherwise, the tower would have died in seconds. But here comes Alliance. They're swinging around.
Oh, so they could dive this with a good hook shot from Stamana. Does he want to go for Radix, though? That's the question. Radix is beefy.
They're whittling down the tower, though, with those blasts from the Pugna.
And you do have Gorg moving over towards this area of the map. He's close by with Ixen.
This is time wasted, though. When he's smoked up like this, the Wraith King, we see Nico Baby just continue pushing forward, farming, reincarnates back online, and he's pulling ahead of the Jug. And the push continues, the rally. The Pugna Blast, Radix has to keep his face down here, but they're going for him.
They're going to try and burst him. Immediate telekinesis to try and stop the Scythe. The Scythe come down, but it's not going to kill off anybody. Now the slash comes in. Aramis protects himself with the Decrepify. The Gorg finishes off the job with the Blade Fury. Zip forward from Excalibur. He's got the control on Symmetrical, but he's low and he's out of mana. Radix will try and cover him, and it's enough to get him to zip to the side. Ixen's there to refuel the Storm and give Excalibur the fuel he needs to get out of there. Radix also forced back to safety as he'll run. Gorg, Blade Fury back up. They'll try and take down Nico Baby at once, but Nico Baby heals up enough with that hit.
Stop.
Let's see if they can burst through Weehar instead. They can. That's Weehar gone. Mana's back up for another zip as they clear out one round of the Wraith King. Can they go for a second? Big hits coming out for Nico Baby, and it's enough to take out Excalibur. Gorg continue to chase, though, as he surrounds Nico Baby. Nico Baby trying to juke away from this Jug. He's got the stick charges. Jump forward from Radix. The double edge finishes the job. As Nico Baby's out a second time. Symmetrical's back in action here as they throw the axes out and into the trees. Stamana will be able to snipe Pablo with the rocket flare. Radix and Gorg, they've got to run.
I think this is all actually because of that Reaper Scythe. Going for the Centaur, it gives the option for Team Ball to really continue chasing forward. I think that was a bit of a mistake there from Wei versus that super tanky Centaur. But either way, they're straight back bottom, and they are going to get this tower this time. Let's see if Team Ball brings the troops again.
They're going to respawn pretty soon, Team Bold, so they would have the timers here to put together another defense.
Yep, they're
coming over.
Bring everybody back down, bring the Storm. Not going to be able to get any catch, but we'll stop the push. And that's what Team Bald needed, right? They want to be able to take these early fights just to not give the Lions that time of the day to just sit back and farm. So a pretty good hit back there, but yeah, I think Weehaw has to be a little bit more careful with that Scythe. Sometimes it's hard to gauge, right? Like, you have a lot of damage that comes right as the Scythe is happening, but they were very prepared to save the Centaur.
That's going to be harder now, even if he goes for another, because Radix has got the full pipe to help his teammates out. And as we did see there, sort of glimmers of the potential that we've seen all too many times before of the Storm and the Io. But ooh, Excalibur!
Is there enough? Oh, it's so close. But he zipped again.
Oh, he didn't zip long enough.
Oh.
He went for the short zip, and that meant he had to recast the Ball Lightning. And of course, that damage comes in beforehand. Should have gone longer. Mid lane, Radix. He's in with the jump. Hookshot comes in. The Omni Slash is dead. That's Nico Baby down. Big Omni Slash from Gorg, and now the Cog control. They've trapped Weehaw. He's up in the air with the Yules. See if he can run away from this one. He has got the Scythe to hold one of them back if he wants to do so. He's been chased out by Gorg. Jump forward from Radix.
Trouble.
Another fantastic blink. In with the Hoof Stomp. Double kill for Radix. As they may lose Excalibur bottom, but Team Bold, they get a big hit in the mid.
Taking advantage of that Reincarnate cooldown perfectly. And it's now a roast potentially for them.
I mean, they've got Healing Ward up in 8 seconds. They've got an Io. They should be able to sustain through this. Into the pit they go. Alliance, are they going to get any chance of having a say on this one? It doesn't look like it.
It's going to die too fast. There's a rocket. They have the Hawk Vision too. Do they have a hook shot? Not quite available. 15 seconds.
This should be Team Bold. Aegis. I'm sure Excalibur's going to happily pick that one up. There's also an Arcane Rune waiting for him outside of the pit. So next fight could be a big one for Team Bold.
The itemization from Radix is perfect. It's like it can seem kind of obvious when you're playing versus like Necrophos and Pugna, and even the Radiance from Wraith King, which is that magic damage. This pipe is going to do massive damage versus the side of Alliance.
No, he's been doing fantastic on a hero that we don't see pop off that much at all, but he's top net worth.
Top net worth.
Yeah. In a game with a Jug, they've got a very fast Battle Fury, and a Wraith King, they've got a very fast Radiance. You know,
Yeah.
Radix's just like, all right, boys, it looks like I'm the real carry here. As, yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, now with the Aegis on the Storm too, they have multiple ways to take the fights, because now, you know, we're mentioning like Reaper is one of the big things Excalibur has to watch out for. With an Aegis, he'll have something to cover him. So next few fights, like, I feel like Team Bald can keep looking for these battles if they see it like coming onto their side at all. If they have any type of vision of where Alliance is positioned, they can definitely look to catch. And they're going to look for a smoke. They feel their strength right now.
And you feel for Alliance, you know, what Weehaw, he just has to save the ult for either Gorg or Excalibur.
Yeah. 90% of the time. Sure, sometimes you could see an opportunity for the Centaur, but most of the time, yeah.
Radix, he's got the catch. And there comes the follow-up. Aramis taken down.
They're definitely addressing the problem that was in the last game of this Pugna. They're constantly getting on top of him with this Centaur.
I mean, Radix, he's nearly like level 18. He's 17 and a half. I think he's top level in the game right now with these moves that he's making. They're going for Nico Baby. Nico Baby does have Reincarnate, and he has got backup. Let's see if they can pop him the once. They can. Can they do it a second time? They still have the Omni Slash. The hookshot's in for Stamanen. Gorg trying to get him, but the Cogs will push him back. It's kind of... Oh! All right, well, they'll get him out to the side. Of course, he did have the Aegis, but they don't want to let it go yet. He's still got 3 minutes to play with it. So a quick move there from Ikeson, making sure that the Aegis won't be dropped quite yet.
They can look to fight, too. Now Roar is down. It's a huge cooldown, and same thing for Reincarnate. Team Bald can keep looking to pressure here with this Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under
A 4K lead at the moment for Team Bold.
Even getting aggressive into enemy jungle. Radix, he's invis. Looking for a catch.
There's the lift. There's the jump. Radix.
Detection.
Follow up. Big zip from Excalibur going straight for Aramis. They're in onto Aramis. Aramis is gone. Symmetrical. Able to walk to the side. Excalibur's running low on the mana, but he's going to get topped up by Ikeson. Symmetrical will try and remember these slashes there. Straight up onto Weehaw as well. Big ult from Gorg. The stun follow up. As the Shrouded won't protect him. The burst is there. Team Bold taking down Weehaw inside his own base.
Oh, they're playing this. They're playing this like perfectly these last few moments. Again, just like last game, the execution top tier from Team Bald. When they see an opportunity, they don't hesitate.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I am the Centaur pick. It's doing wonders. It's the first Centaur I've seen that's just been absolutely amazing. Like, he's part of 14 of the 16 kills on Radix.
What's going on here? A little bit of a tour with the dinosaur.
He's pulling the creep wave. They got to take it out.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
Bam. 253. Wait, why'd it give 3? 253.
Wait, what?
It gave 253.
Wait,
What's 250? What's the +3 for?
I don't know. Maybe it's a special offer.
I saw that right?
I don't know. Let's get a replay. maybe it's your eyes going on.
Spell lamp.
I
Right?
don't-
Spell lamp increases the gold given from from Helm of the Overlord or something. I don't know. Interesting.
Let's have a look. There you go.
I mean,
Let's have a look.
I can't believe we're really rewatching.
Oh, it's just
it
an
definitely said
important part of the
253.
game.
I'm telling you.
I think, let's have a look.
I hope nothing important happens during this. I'll make it faster.
Oh, come on.
Okay, nothing's happening at least. What? 253.
So why does he give 253? You're the analyst.
That beats me. And 250 is the Helmet Overlord. Some hidden buff on it.
Shadow patch.
I'm trying to think. of
That
anything.
3 gold.
I just whatever. Very random, but they're killing it. They're keeping this aggression up with this Aegis. 40 seconds left on it, and they've really just stopped the Lions from getting much space on the map to farm at all.
Yeah. And do you like this from Gorg? Going for an earlier nullifier in the build? So the Battle Fury, SMY, straight nullifier?
Yep. You're into Pugna Necrophos. Like, it just makes infinite amount of sense. Like you saw, even on a non-traditional hero, he tried to go for the nullifier on the Tiny just because he needed to. Nearly worked for Jug. It makes it makes all the difference.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lotus Orb finished up on Radix too, so ways to reflect Roar, reflect Reaper, protect versus quite a lot of the spells of Alliance. The Roar
Wrong
is out.
Gorg. Now he gets Lotus, and there's the counterplay. Excalibur zips straight over towards the Beastmaster. Symmetrical's getting healed a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Rajik's in to cancel the life drain with the hoof stomp. They're both dead. The push will continue from Team Bold.
Couple of these Roars now.
Dire's middle tower is under
Now they don't have it for the next few moments too. Team Bolt looking to get that push forward. Healing Ward, everyone's full HP.
I mean, how much can they get from the base? I mean, it's 30 seconds, 2 arrows down. They could definitely do some damage.
Yep. Rajik's super strong. They get the lift. Don't have the stun follow-up. Nico, baby. Oh, the
whoa.
aggressive force.
Oh my goodness, he slides outside of the base. Excalibur's going to zip in, get his hands on Weehar. Weehar heals up, the slash comes in. Weehar's in trouble. He's up in the air with the Yules. Blade Fury ready to come and chase him out as he comes down to low ground. There's the burst. Pablo takes him out with the Fade Bolt. Weehar's gone, jump forward from Radix. He's ready to go deeper, past the racks, on top of Stamana. The Lotus Orb as Nico Baby stuns himself. As the bounce back's there, as Radix can keep himself protected. Double buyback coming out. Excalibur pots the BKB. Ixon's ready to take him back to safety. Quick Force to try and break Radix away from Alliance. They'll chase down the Centaur, but he's tanky, and Gorg's ready to keep him covered. Comes back in with a Blade Fury. Heals from Aramis. Keep Nico Baby alive. Big snip. There's the 3 per Cypher's not enough damage to Lotus again. Symmetrical roars himself. Gorg's protected as Nico Baby down the once. Yule Scepter buys a bit of safety for Weehar. They've got the stun onto Excalibur. Have they got enough damage? No. Another zip. Excalibur's able to live, and the healing ward from Gorg is getting them back up to full HP almost instantly. And Excalibur, he's not even done yet. Back up to the high ground. Radix in with a Hoof Stomp. Alliance, they're desperately trying to push back Team Bold, but Team Bold, they're just going at their throats.
Everyone's just full HP. They do not have the damage to just push through this. I mean, a lot of it is coming into really like this pipe. It's paying off in folds here for Team Bald. Radix continues to have a phenomenal game. 18 of the 20 kills. He's always leading the charge. He's just tanking spells, and they're covering it with the Lotus Orb. Yeah, perfect itemization, really, from him.
He's doing insane.
They're in such a good opportunity now here for this game. Everyone's getting quite poor on the side of Alliance. Besides Nico, baby, the Necrophos is behind the Beastmaster now somehow.
And I do feel like that's a bit of a concern for Alliance right now. You know, Nico Baby, with this build, I mean, against the amount of heal over time, it feels like the damage over the time from Radiance just isn't doing that much.
No.
And without sort of the physical build-up you normally see on a Wraith King, Gorg goes in with this Blade Fury, and he doesn't care about Nico Baby at all.
Yeah, there's really not that much physical damage coming out from them at all. Even though he's got Inner Beast from his Beastmaster, he's like this, Radiance takes some time to whittle them down.
Like, it's helped with the farm massively. You know, he's still very farm, but the presence in the fights, it does feel a bit underwhelming at the moment. He needs that next time, needs that AC before, like, Gorg's going to really care at all in this carry matchup.
And they're the ones who've been lacking on damage in most of these instances. Now there's a full mech on Ixon, too. He only had the Holy Locket before all this. Everyone's still just been able to sustain fully. Alliance, they need some type of dream fight to bring them back in this one, or Team Ball's just going to run away with it in these next few moments. And there is a Reaper Scythe also stolen, something we do have to point out. Pablo was able to get it, so that could be a pretty brutal one.
And he's and won't even need to use it there. Quick burst of a Fade Bolt will take down Stamana. Oh, here you go, Fogged.
Ah. Bounty gun increased to +3, took it. Ah, there you go. Very cool.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah.
So that includes to the Helm of the Overlord. I learned something new.
Ah, I didn't learn anything. That was too much text for me. I hope you guys and girls at home learned something.
Neutrals are worth more as time goes on. They went plus since
Yes.
it's every 7 minutes, it went up.
Even
plus
if
3.
they're under the control
Yeah.
of a player.
Yeah, that does make sense. I didn't think that it was when it was under control of players. So cool.
Thank you very much for whoever was in charge of that. Probably JJ, right? I think. We'll credit JJ anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, let's just credit Slacks instead. Well done,
Thank you,
Slacks.
Slacks. That's our. I mean, that makes sense though, because it was that 7 minute times 3, which 7.5 times 3, which would be the plus 3. I mean, sure. I'm
mean,
quoting you. Nope, quoting you.
There's a lot of writing, so yeah, I'll consider it an educated guess.
Yeah.
So, good stuff. Good stuff. There's the AC for Nico Baby. So now a bit of a step up in the physical
Okay.
that he can offer. I'll see how much of a difference it makes in the team fights.
Like we said, he's still farmed, but his Necrophos is still really lacking. Like, Weehaw still no Aghanims online, and they've just been on top of him every single one.
I mean, Alliance, I don't think they're quite ready for this move from Team Bolt. We are, he's dead.
And he gets Reapered himself.
Scythed. Oh. The Scyther becomes the Scythed.
Ooh, the Omni to farm. And they also get the kill on the Beast. Yeah, they've got full control of this game.
And Nico Baby's going to try for this. But the BKB is off in time.
But the healing ward's still down. And a Tether, full HP.
They just don't have the damage. He's got to run. Get back to the safety of his high ground. Or as safe as that is. We've seen before how willing Team Bolt's ready to jump into that base. You look at Ragic stepping up. You got to stay away from this man, because you know he'll jump and blink stun you under the tier 4s. Now got the creeps coming in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh,
Oop.
the force. Into the lift up. They've
These
caught it.
aggressive forests are
Under the
cute.
tier 3. I mean, Nico Baby's down once. See if they can take him out a second time. No, he's going to be safe. Stamanen giving him a bit of space with the cogs placed down. A Team Bolt, they'll ignore the heroes and go for the objectives. Tier 3's gone.
Pablo is so quick on these aggressive forest staffs.
Yeah,
That's what, 2 or
you gotta
3
watch
times
out
now?
for him.
Yeah. Now he's making this Rubik look really good too.
Yeah, which is, it's an impressive thing, right? You said before, the amount of times you've seen teams run like a Rubik IO and just not get a lot done, or at least struggle to get things done. That's not a problem here at all. They're 23-8, 31 minutes in, 14k up. This time around, Team Bolt's just outplaying Alliance on all fronts, and
Yeah.
Alliance are struggling.
And a lot of it is on the back of Ragix, right? He's the one who's starting those moves, jumping in forward, which allows these IO and Rubik to get all their spells off. It's been a treat to watch. As they're even being careful, the Roche is up, but setting themselves up on the high ground with just Ragix standing in the front. He's so tanky. He's just trying to bait the spells on him.
So Alliance get with the smoke.
Man, look at him. He just plopped himself here. He's like, yep, I will break smoke.
Yep.
Please cast spells on me.
And break your smoke,
even
or break your face.
He even jumps into the high ground. That's how confident he is.
Dire are scanning.
I can't even remember. When was it that he actually died? When was that one death? It was like a scythe, right?
The scythe at the bottom tower.
That was the
Tier 1.
yeah. That's the only time.
The one when they pretty much 5-man ganked him almost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Starting to see this Granite Golem do some work on bottom tower.
Radiant structures
But they've
are
got Glyph.
fortified.
Oh, suicidal skeletons. How much does it get this time? 254. So that adds up with your math, you know, with the 7.5 minutes
There
of
we
creep
go.
ramping up. So I think you're right.
Our observers were correct.
Very cool. I like little things like that. The fight's it still just continues to look so hard for Alliance to take any of these engagements. Just, they're so tanky. There's so much regen and sustain on Team Bald. And they keep getting the initiation themselves.
They're going to start things on Nico, baby. They've got the dust. And then Excalibur, he's just straight under the rest of Alliance. They're with the blade through. Nico Baby just melts the first time around.
Stomp on 2.
Ragix, he gets the stomp on the 2 on the back lines. The Omni Slash is there from Gorg. Alliance, they're just getting torn apart. Symmetrical and Aramis down. Dive forward towards Weehaw, up into the base. They will hold back Stamanen with the Vortex. And with the blade through of Gorg, they finish him off. 3 dead on Alliance.
And look at Ragix, of course, with that shard, getting multiple double edges in the fight. Yeah, they don't have the damage to deal with this. They are getting some split push action going on, but they're losing every fight and starting to lose the base now.
The Dinosaurs are doing it down bottom. but not as much as the whole team of Team Bold is up top.
No.
As this top Rax, it's gone. Weehaw, he's got to be careful how he steps up.
Ooh, he took the Death Seeker.
Radiant's top
Good grab.
tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks.
And now we've got the Ags on Excalibur. We saw him getting some big vortexes last game. This time he's in an even better position to do so with the lead that the team and himself has.
And he's got the ceremonial robe, so that extra pull duration as well. With his talent is going to be a 4-second stun pretty much or more on that vortex.
And the Ags on Sensor. Magix has got it done.
Oh, so he's got the root. That leash that it comes out now. Damage reduction was reduced, of course, because it did get that.
Well, that's what damage
on
reduction does. I mean,
Yep, that's true. But it got changed. There you go. It got changed from last time where it doesn't reduce as much because now it does have that leash effect. But we were talking about like limited damage for
look at
Alliance.
the hook shot.
Even more now.
Let's see Stamanen.
Oh, they know. Look at Pablo.
Yeah, oh, they're onto him straight away. He's not going to get the chance. Roshan's down, ages into the hands of Gorg.
What a showing.
Yeah, Team Bold, ladies and gentlemen. Today. I mean, not just today, honestly. In the other game, what was the other? They did lose it, right?
I thought they won pretty fast 2-0, right?
Oh, let me check. It was a long time ago. My memory's kind of doing me. Well, we were a bit downtime. How was Team go? So I remember we saw in other games they were looking good.
Yeah, they are.
They were looking good. I mean, they were looking good last season.
And they're making Centaur Rubik work, right? Like heroes that we do see suffer quite a lot of the times. They're playing them excellently. And I think they definitely like addressed what went wrong in that last game of jumping backline, right? I feel like every time Aramis is shown, it's just been like 3 heroes jumping right on top of him.
Yeah, they've had one series and they won it.
Yep.
They did indeed. They already won the series they had. It was against Winter Bear. So they look good there.
Are under attack.
And they're looking even better today.
Yep.
Even better today here against Alliance. Game 1 was a loss.
Wait. Oh, okay. Wait. But
Well-
that was 250. I guess Ancients are the only ones that get the Helm of the Overlord plus bounty increase, not
No, because we saw him kill a Thunderhide and that was 250. What do you mean, like?
But it was 254, wasn't it? Or 253?
One was, it depends.
So then the time, wait. It has to be dominated exactly. I mean, who knows?
Frame perfect
Someone will
domination.
someone test it.
Well, actually, frame imperfect. You don't want to give away that extra 3 or 4 gold. Ah.
Bottom tower has
Trivia. Where's Cinderin? He'd know. More items coming out for Team Bald, but a full Abyssal now for Gork. I believe a Solar Crest for the Io. Just continuing to just amp up the pressure, amp up this beautiful jug.
Some sneaky stuff here from Stamanen. Smoked up battery assault, clearing out the creep waves. They've got a creep wave with them. It's getting healed up, and Team Bold, they're ready to head up to another set of racks. They're at 20k. What have Alliance got against this? Here's the initiation for Excalibur straight away. They're going to start things on at Weehaw. They're trying to heal Weehaw up, but the burst is too strong. Weehaw immediately out and does immediately buy back in return.
Playing Necrophos versus Nullifier at this point, when you're this far behind, it just feels like your game's impossible, right? You're just like, you walk up, you show for a second, you get nullified, you're just dead. Nobody can protect you, nobody can save you.
tower has
Yeah, Weehaw's had a rough one this time around.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Nico, baby.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Okay. He's going to try and fight. He's got the rest of the team coming in. He's going to have round 2, but the side down, but the BKB's dead. Excalibur's just already cleaned up. We are unsymmetrical. Nico Baby's trying to fight with the BKB. He's looking for Ixon. Ixon will die, but he's got to run.
It cost them a lot.
I mean, they wanted to take that fight, Alliance. They just head out into their triangle. They get the IO, but they lose 3 heroes.
That was a bit of a weird way that it started off. Nico Baby just charges
Just
in.
walks in.
Yeah. Maybe feeling a little bit desperate of something because they are just falling further and further and further behind, but that's Weehaw's dieback, so 60 seconds without him, and Team Bald can probably just look to take the Megas.
I think so. I think they can take everything here.
Yep.
I don't know if Alliance has got much left here in this second game. They're very far behind. Team Bold styling on them this game. Rajix ain't wrong there.
Yep. Nothing that can stop this man. Excalibur again jumping to backline.
Onto the tree lines. Rajix, he's going to find Aramis. As that's Aramis down. Pablo's ready to play around with Nico Babies. He grabs him, chucks him back into his own Brave Fire Blast. The bash is there from Gorg. Nico Baby will lose the reincarnation. They've got the stomp down onto Shamanan. BKB Roar, they're focusing towards Pablo, but he doesn't care. The hookshot comes in. It's Nico Babies that's in trouble. As he's out, they've got nothing left. GG is called. Team Bold, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
I mean, they crushed them. They crushed them.